Hey guys, this is Naught For Nothing, and we're going to play a song for you called Strings.
Up in the search from before, buried chick is not buried anymore. The veil's torn and haunting begins. I'm caught in your strings, still caught in your strings. Stumbling out, I'm better now. One damn handshake, I need to get pissed. This feeling hadn't been missed. Images of screams and shaking limbs. I'm caught in your strings, still caught in your strings. Stumbling out, I save myself. Tired knees from ground. Stumbling out, I save myself. Tried my best to forget those eyes. Felt content, then pendulum it swings. I'm caught in your strings, still caught in your strings. Stumbling out, I'm better now. Coughed and I then cried in the park. Feeling I was free from the start. Hung my head, then I crammed it back in out. Caught in your strings, still caught in your strings. Stumbling out, I seize myself. Tired knees from ground. Stumbling out, I save myself from where I'm falling down. Still caught in your strings. I'm still caught in your strings. I'm still caught. I'm caught in your strings. I'm still caught. I'm caught in your strings. I'm still caught. I'm caught in your strings. I'm still caught in your strings. I'm still caught. Crumbling down. I'm tired now. Just stumbling out, so lost to myself. Crumbling down. I'm tired now. Just stumbling out, so lost to myself.
Alright, what's up guys? I'm Francis, welcome to Stories and Sound, and today I'm finally here with Naught For Nothing. It's taken about 3 goes at this, but now we're doing it. Let's get a bit of an intro, who are you guys?
Jono, I play the bass and whatnot.
Hey, I'm Andy, I do singing and guitar and keys.
Yeah, and all the other stuff.
Everything.
Everything, a little bit of everything. I'm Fergus, I do the guitar, lead guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of singing.
And I'm Stephen and I play the drums.
Welcome to the show.
Cool.
Let's just start off by getting into your guys' sort of musical journeys as far as what got you guys each into music initially, and then maybe actually even just listening and then into playing as well.
Cool.
Sweet, should we
Kick us off, JB.
in order? Yeah.
Give them a chance to think.
I think, what sort of started me off was, the typical cliche, sitting down listening to Dad's CDs and whatnot every night on the CD player, Queen and Led Zeppelin and stuff like that. Sort of finding inspirations from artists like that, like the classics, and yeah, just slowly picking up the guitar. Started off on the guitar, played that for a wee while, a couple of years, and then really picked up the bass and was like, hell yeah, let's.
Felt like that was your thing.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. It was basically did that through school and sort of went into a lull when I'd left school and started working, and then we all started playing together.
Yeah. Did you go through any of that kind of like formal musical training, or was it more just sort of planned whatever and then figuring it out?
Yeah, it was sort of, I did a little bit of guitar lessons and stuff like that at school. Did like the music classes, like typical, I think I did up to like 5th form or something like that, and I dropped it. I just hated doing music at school and started doing it all myself.
It's a different kind of music.
Yeah, different kind of thing. So yeah, just started, most of the stuff is self-taught that I know, and yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I sort of, I guess, a bit similar, like, parents' CDs and shit.
Yeah.
It sort of started out like that, and then my parents aren't musical at all, but my grandparents are, and they sort of, I think, pushed my parents to get us some formal training, so I sort of, did a little bit of formal training in guitar, and I got really into electronic music in high school, and so I actually started doing DJing around town and released a few tracks on some labels and stuff, and did that for a while. It was quite a while. I did it from 6th form all the way till I was like 20-ish, and so I did that for a while, and then I sort of lost interest in it a little bit, and sort of dived into doing some new music stuff and trying to like get back on the guitar and get back. I had to learn how to sing, which was tough.
Yeah, so you didn't sing during that sort of electronic
Nah. I've only sort of picked that up over the past sort of 2-3 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So still a long way to go there, but it's a work in progress.
Yeah, was that just sort of like belting along to tracks you liked?
Yeah, pretty much. Like my girlfriend's got a pretty mean voice, and she sort of helped me along. And cool. I know a few people who like sing semi-professionally and stuff, and they sort of help me out. But it's a bit of a process.
Neat. Awesome.
Yeah, similar story, just in terms of just listening to parents' music, like Pink Floyd and all that kind of stuff back when I was young. Yeah. Not initially. Initially, it was all like really shitty pop stuff. Eventually, Spice Girls, man. Spice Girls,
and then all of us were into metal.
All of us were
Spice Girls to metal.
Heavy metal.
Lineage
transition.
Everyone's teenage years. And then so I did a little bit of piano when I was young, for like 5 years or something, but really kind of like kid stuff, so nothing too complicated. Dropped that, and then when I got into high school with these guys, because we're all from the same high school, Rangitoto College. And so I started playing guitar, and I just sort of picked up that, decided that was a cool instrument to start playing. That sort of the transition from like more poppy stuff to more rock kind of stuff. Then I started listening to more like Pink Floyd and those kind of bands. Got some formalized kind of guitar lessons for a little while, and then since then just sort of self-taught from that point onwards, and then went to uni, and then everything sort of dropped off for a while. Then this guy released his EP, and they're like, oh, that sounds pretty cool. I wonder if I can like jump in on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here I am, and I had
He's got something going. Let me just sort of jump on.
yeah, totally. Yeah. And then I had to actually start playing guitar again. That's pretty much my story.
Me.
Yeah.
It's going to be the exact same story again. I had an older brother, so he taught me a bit of guitar when I was younger, and then I did guitar lessons for ages. So I played guitar up until university.
Yeah.
And then these guys started this sort of project in our garage, and I started playing drums just to play along with them, and that led on to learning drums
These
more
guys are
seriously.
flatmates, and so we sort of had this thing where me and Fergus, after I had done that EP, we're just pottering around in the garage figuring out what we're doing. And you have an old drum kit from
my
like
sister.
from your sister or something.
Or drum kit.
And so it sort of just like worked out. He just came down and started banging away on a few songs, and then it's sort of evolved.
Yeah. So he's only been playing drums for like
A couple of
2
years.
years. Yeah.
Let's go into how the band formed. So you all went to high school, sort of did bits and pieces, and now.
Yeah, well, I think we sort of, I mean, we all did our own thing for a while. Like, you went and got your apprenticeship after high school.
Yeah.
I went off to auto engineering school.
we both
Mechanical engineering.
engineering.
Science.
Yeah.
Both of us.
It's all the same. And then, so it was sort of like after all of that was dying down and we sort of had jobs and stuff that we sort of jumped in together off the back of that EP that I did. And I think that's pretty much how it all started. It sort of evolved pretty naturally.
Yeah.
I mean, we've known each other 10 years?
Yeah, because when did you release the EP? What year was that?
3 years ago, something like that.
3 years ago. So and that was
So
4
then
tracks, was it? 4
Yeah,
tracks? Yeah. So then I heard it and I'm like, that's cool. So I'll send a message, and I jumped on board, and then we're looking for a bassist and a drummer. And Steve started playing my sister's drum kit.
It's enough.
We'll force it to learn. And then
Started him off real easy with like complex time.
First song, it's like 5, 4, 4, 4, and 7, 4.
Because how long ago was it like we were like all together as like a band?
2 years ago.
2 years?
Yeah,
2.5 years ago,
yeah,
probably. Yeah.
You guys been in bands in the past, like other bands in the past, because you've done your electronic thing, but
Not really.
Not really. I've been
actually.
played with.
Oh, you played in high school?
Yeah, I played with like high school bands and like covers bands and did like weddings and stuff. Nothing major. It was like my stepdad's in it, like plays guitar in a band. I'd fill in for their bassists and stuff like that. So it's basically. Yeah.
so this is like a lot of your first band, really.
Yeah,
Besides
I
that.
guess.
It's a good hobby to have, bro.
And jumping out with an album from a first band is straight off.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, let's just go with the name. All right. So what was the inspiration behind it?
It's kind of terrible because so I thought of this beforehand because I knew it was something that would probably come up, and I actually tried to make up a story
What would
because
sound
what would be
Yeah.
cool. But the fact is when I was doing the EP, I realized if I wanted to release it, it was when I was looking at our distribution stuff originally. It's like, I have to have a name for this. And so the notebook where I have all my lyrics, if I thought of a name that sounded catchy, I would just write down the name.
Yeah.
And it was literally nothing more than that.
Yeah.
And so it sort of just stuck.
Came from that.
And I got the website, what do you call it? The domain.
Yeah.
When I was doing the EP, so it was just like, well, may as well just
we're going to have to think of a better story than that.
Yeah, we really do. Yeah.
We'll work on that.
Yeah. Or create up your own sort of meaning to it. It doesn't have to be a story of its origin, but more what it
You
means
just
now.
spent your last $10 on lunch while you were doing electronic music. And you had nothing else. Just an old book, and you turn to a page.
Oh yeah. We'll work on it.
I'll just cut it in so it makes it sound like that was
That was
Yeah,
the story.
yeah,
That was the
yeah.
story, guys.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, but it's so much more. That's the short version.
Yeah. Sweet.
This is a song called Simplify.
Cool. So let's go into sort of your guys' sound as a band. Like for me, it's sort of got that alt rock proggy sort of feel. How would you guys kind of describe it, or what would you? Is there a liken it to people that haven't like heard it?
That's the hard question.
Yeah.
Who's going to say Radiohead first?
Yeah. It's heavily influenced by Radiohead.
Sounds like Radiohead.
There's definitely some Radiohead influence.
Definitely
There's
my
influences
influence.
from
Yeah,
lots
yeah.
of different bands in it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, like you know, if Radiohead, Incubus, maybe a bit of the Deer Hunter,
Yeah.
Had a Baby. I mean, there's probably like there's lots of different influences. I mean, I think we've all got quite a range of
Yeah. We've all
different
got,
styles and different bands that we like.
different things that we enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely,
A little bit of Tool.
a little bit. Yeah. I mean, like you know, a lot of the complex time stuff, like the way that we've done it is kind of a little bit more Tool-y than it is when someone like Radiohead does complex time.
Yeah.
Like our song Temper has kind of similar changes, maybe. Yeah.
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 Yeah. What made you sort of? Is that just what you kind of started writing or gravitated towards that, or is that sort of you're like, okay, we want to kind of do something like this?
Well, we haven't really. I mean, we still probably haven't talked about what we'd really like to be aiming towards.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Just the way else comes to
Someone
mind.
has like
Yeah.
Now that we're talking about it.
Yeah, like early on, like most of the stuff that like it was just me doing the writing, and then like a couple of the tunes we sort of started expanding, and then like you know I'd write the main thing, and then everyone would have their input to a certain degree. But yeah, I mean, I still don't think that we're quite where we're all would be happy with. I think there's definitely some movement. Like I know I would have really liked to have more electronic elements, which we're working on. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fluid process. Eh?
It's
So-
constantly changing. I mean, a year from now we'll probably all like different things again, and you know want to
It's
be doing
always,
slightly different.
Yeah. As long as you guys have sort of got that same kind of goal in mind, that's the main thing. Whereas the actual getting to that place can be a really journey.
Totally.
Yeah. Currently, what do you guys listen to as far as, you know, like what's
all
out there?
different things.
Yeah.
All of us are on a
Yeah.
very different level. I'm
Yeah.
like right into like instrumental metal now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Animals as Leaders.
Oh, yeah.
I've been listening to them
Close
like
to the
on
bastards,
repeat.
but that's-
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But then
Sean probably. as
yeah,
well, you've been listening
Chon.
to a
Like
bit of
Chon's
it,
a
yeah.
great band. Like a lot of instrumental stuff, trying to pick up like. It's like trying to absorb it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Trying,
sure.
trying to pick up different styles and whatnot. But
A little bit of what they have.
yeah.
Well, that's all it
One
is, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
there's nothing really original. You're just
Yeah.
pinching little bits of stuff to
Yeah.
try and combine it in a different way.
Yeah, I'm missing it differently.
Yeah.
I mean, I think lately I've been listening to. I mean, I'm always listening to Radiohead. Always.
Yeah.
I've been listening to the new Dirty Projectors album, which I've really enjoyed, and Dot Hacker. I just discovered them. That's the guitarist from Red Hot Chili Peppers. Do you know what is his name?
John
Frusciante?
Yeah, Frusciante. Yeah, it's like one of nice. Yeah.
I'm not a Red Hot Chili Peppers fan. But
His other sort of experimental project with a couple of other guys.
Yeah.
And that's probably what I've been jamming out to lately.
I don't know. I kind of go in between things. I'm kind of more into, I think, psychedelic rock stuff than maybe some of these guys, like Tame Impala.
Yeah.
Definitely got big into their like latest album, and then it's sort of a mixture with Spotify. I just like to go and discover and just like
see what's out there.
I've got a playlist of just like bands that I have no idea who they actually are.
Yeah.
And apart from that, like old stuff like Sublime, big into Sublime, Pink Floyd, obviously, Tool.
Just old faithfuls, though.
Those kind of things.
It was the reliable ones you can always go back to.
And you're still gonna
Pick up the albums like, oh, this is just great.
Yeah.
Listen to it.
And a bit of rap even, like on the Jewels.
Actually, we're probably.
Jewels.
I feel like we're all listening to more hip hop than we ever have, maybe.
Yeah.
Because I've never been into hip hop
So
until.
next album, hip hop album.
The latest Kendrick album, I think I
yeah.
really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Charlie Tuna. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my jam.
I've also been listening to a lot more New Zealand bands since we started doing this as well.
Yeah,
Which I
absolutely.
hadn't noticed before.
Yeah.
Like
They're-
Apera and Makeshift Parachutes.
Apera, Makeshift
Yeah.
Parachutes,
Yeah.
Viola Brigada, those guys, yeah,
Yeah.
doing really well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Me. Alright, so you guys really jumped into the deep end as far as a band, recorded an album, did all that before even starting to gig.
Yep.
Let's go through that writing process. Like, was it sort of started fresh at that sort of 2-year point where you guys all started and you started the songs from there? Or was there some ideas that each of you brought in from other stuff before that? Or
A lot of it was Andrew sort of
Yeah.
had these base ideas that we all sort of ended up working on together. and playing
Yeah, I think it's
together.
Temper
branch out.
and Pragmatism.
Yeah.
Those 2 songs on the album, I think you had demos for when I
Okay.
started.
Yeah, they were, so right at the start when we were sort of starting, just me and you, I think that's what I had sort of written those couple of tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Sort of
then
developed.
from there it was,
everything
just-
else was
yeah,
fresh from there?
yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's definitely quite a process.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been like a really cool, as I sort of said before, like really cool hobby for the 4 of us outside our, like, we've all got like jobs and like
Yeah,
full-time,
full-time job.
like massive doing things all the time, but having
Yeah.
this, we've got a group of mates who can get together and do this
Create
sort of-
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like really cool. You can take
Yeah.
all your frustration out on your instruments.
you guys
Not
are-
on each other though.
Yeah, because you guys like recorded it all and self-produced it and then?
Yeah, so we recorded at Depot Sound,
Yeah.
which is a studio down in Devonport.
Thank you, Dave.
Yes, thank you very much, Dave. So we just dry hired the studio, so
Yeah.
we had it to ourselves. And do you guys remember how many weekends? Like we did
We
it
did
over
5 weekends in the end.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
5 weekends.
Andrew
So
unfortunately got
We were
sick.
there.
Yeah.
Vocal weekends. So we had to do a bit more.
That's
We
kind
do
of
that.
quite a common thing, eh?
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
It probably came from me because I was sick first.
yeah,
So I
maybe.
just staved it off and blame you.
But yeah, so we sort of hired that out, and then we just approached it like I think most people would approach the album. You know, we had demos, and
Mhm.
we did the demos beforehand. We had sort of pre-production when we're going to record what.
Yeah.
We just went into the studio, and I had done that EP before, but I did go to audio engineering school a while back, so I sort of knew the basics well enough for us just to pot around in the studio and do it
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah. Because it came out with a massive product, like it's so crisp.
Yeah, it came out pretty well. I mean, I just like mixed it in my spare bedroom, which I mean, it's kind of converted into like a mixing
it's a bit of a
studio now.
studio, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it came out fairly well for us, just doing it
It's
ourselves.
a bit better than it's a bit better than feeling.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm only coming around to the point now where because I hadn't listened to the album until last week. I'd left it for like a couple of months, and like because I hated it.
It's an actual process.
Yeah, you work on something for such a long time, and if in your daily life you would listen to a song a couple of thousand times in a short period of time, you'd be sick of it. And I'd listen to that album while mixing it just
All the time.
so many times.
Yeah.
But then I listened to it recently, and I'm like, okay, it's cool. We did a thing. We did a thing, and it's neat.
Yeah.
It really helped having an audio engineer.
That's what you should do if you
Because you guys all learnt quite a bit on that sort of production side.
Yeah.
more
We're
to pick it
all-
up.
Yeah,
Well-
that's sort of the next process. I think I'm going to put on a couple of lectures.
We're going to be
Extra
students,
time.
but we did learn a lot in the studio
Yeah,
about
yeah,
like
yeah.
recording stuff itself. Not like some of the little technical sides of things, but like the actual recording things.
I mean, if there's any indication of how well the process worked, I think we'd probably do that again.
Yeah.
As like
Yeah.
just do it as a band. I might look for someone to be involved in like the mixing and as a producer
Yeah.
for next time, because I think that like it gets to a point.
Work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but also I think it's really easy to lose your objectivity when you're listening to something all the time, and so
Instead of having those outside ears, effectively.
yeah, exactly.
It's huge.
Yeah, just having a.
But it's got to be someone you trust as well.
Yeah, it is true. No, I mean, we got a bit of help from Dave. Like I went to the studio once I'd finished-ish mixing, and sat down with him, and we went over it and got a bit of advice from him, which was it's always good having those other ears.
Yeah, for sure. Because for mastering, what do you guys do?
Mr. Cog.
Yeah, Cog.
Yeah.
They did an amazing job.
Really blown away.
We went and did a studio tour there.
Oh yeah,
Shit's
yeah,
incredible.
yeah. the gear he just has some of the best gear in the world
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
little studio in Titirangi, and he's mentioned it on his like Facebook and stuff. If you look at like the top 40 New Zealand made songs, like half the stuff up there, it's been through his studio. You know, he's one of the best in the country, definitely.
Because he showed us a track, I think it was by hip hop artist Ray, and it's going through this like $90,000 vocal chain.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, you could see stuff overseas, and we were thinking about trying to do it ourselves, but I just think the money was well worth spending.
Yeah,
absolutely, definitely.
It sounds so good.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'd go
Because
back
how
to
did
them.
it sound after, like, from the mix, you're like, during the mixing stuff, yeah, that sounds good. How did it sound compared from that mixing stage and after mastering?
I think it more than anything, it just makes it sound bigger.
Yeah.
I mean,
Gives a bit more life to it.
yeah, it really, and you know, because with mastering it compresses everything a bit, and it sort of brought out stuff in performances that you couldn't hear before, which is neat. Luckily, didn't bring any swearing in the background. It was, no, it turned out really well.
Yeah,
I was very pleased with that.
Yeah, it's solid.
Ready? The song is called Apprehension.
You know, I tried to hide, but I started to think that I'm just a creation on my own self-esteem. I've been produced as a product of a system that's driven me to scream at every action I take. So alone, but I'm only to blame. I'll take what I can, then I'll push you away. It's not the space so that I can't relate. I'll take what I can, then I'll push you away. I tried disguise, but proceeded to think that part of me is broken and I'm starting to sink. I've been composed, but it's how bad it acts. The fear is fucking built in an eye. I'm so alone, but I'm only to blame. I'll take what I can, then I'll push you away. It's not the space so that I can't relate. I'll take what I can, then I'll push you away. It's crippling apprehension in a world-laden cage. It's black and blue patches on my outlook at change. It's someone throwing rope, me pulling it apart. Following a strand till I'm looking at the dark. It's rationalization, a chance to vindicate. Poultry excuses I'm making every day. Some relenting pressure, hesitation made of bricks. And I'm really not sure I can get through this. Tried to hide, but I started to think that I'm just a creation on my goddamn unease. I'm so alone, but I'm only to blame. I'll take what I can, then I'll push you away. It's not the space so that I can't relate. I'll take what I can, then I'll push you away. I'm so detached that I can't get a grip. I'll take what I can, then I'll push you away. You know I'm not equipped. I'll take what I can, then I'll push you away. door. It's rationalization, a chance to vindicate. Poultry excuses I'm making every day. It's unrelenting pressure, hesitation made of bricks. And I'm really not sure I can get through this.
Right, so I had a read of, because you guys have put on your website, you put up all the lyrics and things, and there's some really, it's just really cool to actually, you know, hearing a song, you hear it kind of differently than you do reading lyrics just as kind of like a story, because then it just gives it a lot more context and stuff. What was because some pretty big themes throughout, is that based off like personal experiences or experiences of people that have been near you, or just ideas that you sort of wanted to talk about?
Yeah, it's a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I mean, you know, I like a bunch of the songs are just like personal 20-something problems, you know,
Okay.
like as you do. But you know, it's sort of a variance of. I mean, yeah, there's a pretty varied set of stuff there. You know,
Yeah.
like a big chunk of it is just personal stuff for like me, and then I think a big chunk of it is sort of based on some, you know, other random stuff that's people around me. I mean, most of the time it's just like writing about stuff that pisses me off, or yeah, it does tend to be like that. But
Did you start any of the songs lyrics first, or melody first, and then try and fit music to it, or is it always sort of music and then?
yeah, again, it varies. So maybe half the songs just start like on acoustic guitar with like a basic idea, and then that gets developed, and then I might do the vocal stuff on top.
Yeah. And sometimes does the vocal sort of guide the way the music?
Yeah, occasionally. Like the intro song, for example, like I
Quality
had.
title.
Yeah.
That took us a long time to figure that one out.
That track had the vocals pretty much sort of an idea of the vocals beforehand, and all I had when I was sort of messing around with that was just like that sort of triplet timing, but not much more than that. So that sort of guitar and stuff came after. So it just varies all over the album.
Yeah, sure.
Just sort of evolves organically depending on what ideas you have.
Because some people sort of like write poetry to get into like a rhythmic flow, and then sort of use that as a way to translate over to actually lyrics, or so did you just go straight into
No, I just jump in with the lyrics.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm still fairly new to writing lyrics as well.
Yeah.
That stuff is, you know, like I mentioned earlier, I haven't been singing for very long, so I had no need to write lyrics. And so it's just something that's, you know, still early
Just
on,
sort of
still
develop.
constantly
Yeah,
evolving.
for sure.
Yeah.
You've done a good job so far.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's it was a challenge. It was definitely a challenge. I'm not a words person, so
We're not a word person.
not
Nailed it right there.
Yeah.
Case in point.
Yeah.
Because like the song Apprehension, like the one that comes to mind is talking about someone throwing you a rope, then you tear it to shreds.
Yeah, that's
good.
like yeah. People tend to jump into that thinking it was like the coolest like metaphor sort of going on in the album, which is no.
It's all because I see it as like by the time you realise they're trying to help you, there's nothing left. Like they've kind of given up.
That was sort of the idea. Yeah, I think Apprehension. I don't think it's my favorite song on the album, but I think that that little sort of breakdown phrase might be my favorite lyrics in maybe most of the album.
Yes.
Yeah, it was cool.
I didn't really know most of the lyrics until we started recording.
Yeah, it's
like, oh, these are
yeah.
like-
Yeah.
Is
There are a lot of words
there,
here.
What made you guys decide to go album before performing, as opposed to performing the normal route, which is like sort of
Because we
performing
couldn't play.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know, like I play guitar and I was alright on guitar. I was used to sit at keys and singing, and then like Fergus could play guitar, but still working up to it.
Yeah, still,
And
yeah. I mean,
Steve hadn't touched a drumstick.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you use that writing process basically to learn.
Yeah.
That was
Totally.
as once again, it was sort of like using it as a project to keep us occupied and alive.
Because we were all busy as well. Like we
Yeah.
were busy with our jobs and just our like
Yeah.
daily lives. I think having like a recording time and a recording date really made us work on our performance.
Setting goals.
You had that
setting
stretch
goals.
of time where you knew what was happening.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you had these deadlines, you had this.
Having
Yeah.
like it taught us a lot of discipline and stuff
Yeah.
like that before we actually got into. Now when we gig and stuff, we're quite serious about it and we want to be the best we can. So we do a lot of prep work beforehand. So
But I mean, the good thing, we're still sort of
Finding your feet a bit.
because I mean we haven't been on stage, right? So you know I think we've done like 5 gigs and a couple of them are open mics, you know. So we really just want to be on stage now and just trying
Just getting
to
that time out there.
and just trying to work out how to. It's really interesting because the writing process, stuff that works in the studio doesn't necessarily work on stage. And so we're sort of really just learning about that stuff now. So every time, you know, we come away, we're like, we definitely need to be working on this and
Yeah,
this.
like this work, but this didn't.
Yeah, totally.
And it's the same thing like you were talking about before about like how when you're listening to other music, you're sort of pinching bits into pieces. It's the same when we're doing these gigs and seeing other people play.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to see the way that people like perform. It's we've got a long way to go, but it's a process. It's a process.
Yeah, for sure. What are some of your guys' personal sort of favourite tracks off the album? I know often it changes, but at the moment, what would you say?
Oh, that's a real hard one. I've always really liked Temper.
Yeah.
Temper I've always been like, and Temper and Strings. They're 2 songs that are quite fun to play. They can be, they're fun to play in their repetitiveness, if you sort of know what I mean. Yeah, they're really good. Yeah.
It can be from like, it can be from the performing side, and it can also be just from the listening side.
Yeah. I mean, I think the best song to perform is probably Simplify, just because it's like it's very much traditional structure. And so it's been like it's good to see that like people enjoy that. Whereas like playing like a big chunk of our material, it can leave people being a bit confused, which is not the best.
But yeah, because when people don't know a song, they sort of hear it going, okay, now it's going to feel like it's going to change to this, but then you throw a curveball.
It is difficult when like people are used to just listening to like 4/4 music, and we sort of did explore a couple of some complex time. We want to play that stuff, but it hasn't really. It's been a few confused faces.
Trying to make it relatable to people.
I think it's different playing to people who know your music versus playing to people who don't know who you are, and we're in that latter stage now, and so I think the simpler songs are definitely clicking more. Simplify is definitely the one that people seem to react to. In terms of off the album,
It's a little bit ironic actually.
That
was
the point, right?
It was the point. Like when I was writing it, I knew that would be the one that was popular. And
but you didn't like that.
No, I know.
We had to push for that.
We had to push for it to be
Yeah.
on the album. We really had to push for it.
Yeah,
It
but-
had a completely different ending at one point. As well. Like,
A lot of people also like Apprehension though.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
one of the most popular people get
It's not
feedback.
trending well on the metrics though.
Matrix.
Data, guys. It's the new age.
See what I mean by like hobby? Like we love watching all that stuff on like Facebook and all that.
Seeing.
Stuff behind it all.
Yeah.
I really liked Unexamined Life though.
Yeah.
Just because it sounds sort of interesting.
Yeah, I think
I like
that
Unexamined
might be
Life.
my favorite track off the album as well, just because it's got some weirdness in it, but at the same time, it's got like
It's got a simplicity.
and people have really been enjoying it. So I think that's like a nice happy medium.
I think Seconds is a solid song, which unfortunately we can't really play live at the moment because it requires the only song that requires the keyboard. But I think that's the last song on the album. It's worth a listen.
I like that one. What are you guys' sort of interests outside of music?
Don't have them.
It's like work and music, right? I've always been into cars and stuff like that. Like I'm a mechanic by trade and whatnot. So that's one thing I've always been into. Had cars and whatnot, but sold them to buy music gear. Outside of work.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, time-wise between work and music, I don't have much time for anything else. But yeah, I mean, I in the past I really enjoyed gaming. I work at a game development company, and so that used to be a big hobby of mine. But yeah, finding the time to do that is a bit tough.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, until this year we were all pretty much full time working, and I've taken some time off to specifically focus on music. And so that's sort of still all I'm doing. And before that, it was just balance between work and music, like these guys. And there's not a huge amount of time for anything else. I'd love to play some more video games, but don't think it's gonna happen.
I was quite into like rock climbing and mountaineering. But the music has sort of taken over for now, so hopefully I get back into that soon.
It is a bit all consuming.
We all enjoy.
Now we're realizing that. Why did you ask that question? What am I doing?
What have I done with my life now?
Well, it's kind of good that music has equally consumed, because that puts you on that same level. Someone's not kind of lagging behind in one aspect. Everyone's actually putting in the effort and actually interested in it as well.
Totally.
You're not just doing it just because you have to.
No, of course not. No. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm very happy doing it. It's very satisfying.
We don't just do it for the money.
It's positive.
I think we've all found this thing that we need is it's like a creative outlet, and everyone needs that in life. So we're all happy to let it take over. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
So what's 2017 got lined up for you guys?
Gigging.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Trying to get as
pushing
much
that.
as we can.
Yeah.
Gigging and writing.
Writing new stuff, and also video clips is what we're trying to look for. Videos.
We're sort of doing it, trying to sort out a couple of music videos for the album. I mean, we didn't know going in that there's stuff that we should have had ready before the album was going out. When we were sending stuff to media, we sent it far too early towards the release date, and that's a big barrier for a lot of media, and we didn't realize that. And it's same with the music video thing. We should have been doing that first. But that's a big goal for us. Is you just got to learn, and we're still going to do them. I think it's going to be a bit of fun. So we're going to do that, and writing. I think. Next album is probably
totally, and funding as well. New Zealand
on-air funding.
Definitely.
Working up to get to their sort of their threshold level.
Ticking the boxes.
I think if we could get New Zealand on-air funding, we'd probably maybe not focus on an album right away and do a couple of singles, just completely separate from an album, just get some new music out there. Because we recorded that album
nearly a year ago.
It's a long time ago.
Less than a year, because it was June last year.
It was June last year. So it was a little
Semantics.
11 months.
But because of that, we've all come so far in what we're doing, and I would just be really excited to share, what we do now with people as well. So if we had the funding, I think that would probably.
Awesome. Thanks heaps for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Good. Cheers,
I'll
man.
do the rounds here. Cheers. That was a good click.
It's falling apart.
And thanks heaps to everyone who's watching. Let's have a look at a few songs, huh?
Let's do it.
Sounds
Great. Sorted.
Cheers.
Oh, and then my ass hurts.
The song is called Unexamined Life.
Standing on the precipice of brilliance, course that is narcissistic. momentum drains, so fade my chains. Many itself for a twisted twine, paints two colors of mine. If I separate with that face, no glimmer getting brighter and now I'm too fighter. Passing waves, momentum drains, so fade my chains. Many itself for a twisted twine, paint two colors of mine. If I separate without fade, if I separate without fade, if I separate without fade. I see a glimmer in the